So the only reason why SLS Strategic Leadership Summit was designed by God was not to give you an axe. That's not our responsibility. But was to help sharpen your axe. So that when you approach the tree, whatever it is your assignment, you will not have these three major crises that a blunt axe will do. You will not hurt your palms, you will not bruise the tree, and you will not waste your time. Because if you approach a tree with a blunt axe, you will hurt your palms. And unfortunately, a lot of ministers, a lot of leaders are hurting themselves. They are wasting time because they don't realize that time is the currency of earth. Time wasted is life wasted. And they are bruising the tree. Instead of helping people, you are hurting the people. Instead of simplifying their problems, you are compounding their problem. That's what ineffective leadership brings. So we are glad that this year God called us to focus on how to be effective as leaders. Everything, like John C. Maxwell said, rises and falls on leadership. That your success level in life is directly connected to your leadership quotient. Because if in your leadership quotient or level you are low, it will pull down whatever success level you have attained. Many of us don't realize that if on a scale of 1 to 10, when I teach our students in Mili, I use this as an example, if on a scale of 1 to 10, talking about success scale, you are a 6. But on a scale of 1 to 10, in leadership, you are a 3. It's a matter of time. Your deficiency in leadership will pull down your success from a 6 to a 2 or a 3. But the reverse is the case. If on a scale of 1 to 10 on a leadership, you are a 5, and right now the results you are seeing in terms of success or even finance, you are on a 3. It's just a matter of time. Like we say, soon and very soon, your leadership will pull up your success to a 4, 5, or a 6. That is what corroborates the statement that I just made, of course, quoting from John C. Maxwell, that everything rises and falls on leadership. Brothers and sisters, truth be told, no organization, no family, no nation, no church, no business will ever be bigger, better, or greater than the quality of the leadership. Notice I didn't say leader, I said leadership, because there's a different meaning between the leader and leadership. Our focus is on leadership, because in the last 10, 15 years, the arguments, the discussion have shifted from a leader to leadership. That is why this is Strategic Leadership Summit, and we are dealing with effective leadership. So yes, your leadership quotient, I call it the LQ, not just intelligence quotient, IQ, is what we pull up even your financial scale. If you are doing $1 million, for example, in business, and in leadership, you are a 200,000 naira. I'm using money now. It's a matter of time. Your 1 million will start to reduce to catch up with your leadership quotient and abilities. I'm saying that to say that the investment of your time and resources to learn and acquire leadership skills is not wasted. I can tell you for free. See, make the pursuit, the acquisition of leadership and everything concerning leadership be your number one focus. I can tell you for free. The quality of a marriage can never be better than the quality of the aggregate leadership in that marriage. The quality of a nation, of a church, of an organization. In fact, many years ago, somebody asked Dr. David Yongicho, who's going to be with the Lord now, used to pastor the largest church in the world. He says, is it 50% pastor, 50% members that grow a church? Dr. Cho said, you're almost correct, but not entirely correct. It's 51% pastor, it's 49% people. He said, you see that 1% extra, that's what tips the whole thing. If a vehicle has accident, who do you ask, passengers or driver? If a marriage fails, who do you ask, the children or the husband or wife? Both of them, the leaders. If a state is failing, if a nation is failing, You look at the leadership. Now, it's not just the leader. Are you seeing it now? It's the quality of leadership. Now, for us in building world-class organization, it's not just about you. It's about the aggregate leadership that is operational in that space. That is why if you are the only one that knows what you know, the others will drag you down. One of my mentors, his name is Sam Chand, wrote several books. One of them is Who is Holding Your Ladder? The other one is Who Moves Your Ladder? It's about ladder. It's a great guy, lives in Atlanta. He said something. He said, who is holding your ladder is more important than you climbing the ladder. Because the height, if you are a painter, you know what I'm saying. The height you go, your ascent is dependent on who is holding your ladder. If your ladder holders are weak hands, hope you know if you come down, if anything happens to that ladder, you are coming down. They call them staff. Shepherds have a staff. What do? They lean on the staff. So if you have a staff in your organization you can't lean on, you will soon crash when trouble comes. Genesis 14:14, Abraham armed his servants. No, he armed his trained servants. Am I right? His trained servants. Any servants, i.e. leader, people you don't train, but you arm them, they will turn the weapons on you. So we pastors are complaining, leaders are complaining, businessmen and women are complaining about their staff. Oh, they are not good. You armed them without training them. Sir, any business, any church, any organization that is going to be subsisting, lasting, high-flying, must give premium attention to quality training. I can tell you, that is one of the things that has distinguished us in this place. And you know what we are doing here now? We are doing training. Is that not so? But it's your attitude to this meeting that matters. Government can spend money, your company can spend money for you to go for training. You go there and be eating chicken and sleep in the room because you are in a free hotel. Just collect extra code. But real organizations know that human resource development is more important than infrastructural development. So any government that focuses more on the infrastructure without taking care of the people you don't train will destroy the hospital you built. The citizens you don't develop, they are the ones that will steal the paper, the computer in the office. So you are budgeting every year. The people you didn't develop are the ones that will destroy the road you made. But you know why I'm saying this? Many of us think that investment in training is wasted. No amount you pay to increase and improve on your leadership is wasted. But you know the problem for some of you? You say, I don't have time. Listen, when something has value, you create time for it. In the school of leadership, it takes humility to learn. Amen? I'm saying this because anybody who has what you don't have knows what you don't know. There are no special men. You only have men with special knowledge and others with special ignorance. So today I'm going to do effective leadership part 2. You see, in a world of multiple options and various choices, the secret of effectiveness is elimination. Write that down. In a world of multiple options, cacophony of voices, various choices, the secret of effectiveness is elimination. This truth changed my life forever. As you rise higher in leadership, high-flying leaders, hear me. CEOs, senior pastors, great men and women, chief executive officers, listen. As you rise higher in leadership, you win with your no's rather than your yeses. When I mean no's, I'm not mean N-O-S-E. I mean your N-O in plural form. In other words, you win by saying no more often than you say yes. Write that down. This is effective leadership. As you ascend, as you go higher in leadership, you don't win by saying yes to every proposal. No, you win by saying no more often. The reason is because as you are getting bigger, watch this now, and you are increasing, either in business or in ministry, here is where the devil traps us. As you get bigger, as you are growing, you will soon discover that organizations, or should I add, growing organizations, always drift towards complexity. Growing organizations always drift towards complexity. And complexity is the silent killer of effective leadership. Yes. Organizations don't drift towards simplicity. No. The gravitational pull is always towards complexity. So, if you are going to be effective as a leader, thank you, Holy Spirit, you need to identify this. If you don't kill complexity, complexity will kill growth. That's why you notice some organizations, some businesses, some churches, some ministries grow to a point and they are stalled. You know, what I'm trying to do today is to help you reverse decline. How you can spot why are we not growing like we should? Why are we not increasing? Why are our sales low? We used to do well. We used to be the biggest hamburgers joint in town, the biggest church. We used to be the raving whatever in town, the number one go-to shop. What caused us to stall or to stagnate? See, the gravitational pull of every organization is always towards complexity. So your responsibility as a leader is that you must fight to kill complexity. Otherwise, complexity will kill the growth in the church, in the business, in the organization. So how do you do that in practical terms? Now let's start with the nuts and the bolts. Number one, if you want to be effective as a leader, because we are dealing with effective leadership, number one, you must fight for clarity and simplicity. What did I say? Fight. I use my words, beautifully and choicely, cautiously at that. Fight. You see, because if you don't fight to kill complexity, I guarantee you, complexity will kill the growth. You may be thinking it's the devil. No. Yes, it is the devil at the subterranean level. But his activities, his subterfuge, the chicanery is such that he got you in a place you didn't want to be. Fight for clarity and fight for simplicity. Give me Habakkuk chapter 2, verse number 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me to see, all right, what he will say unto me and what I will answer when I'm reproved. Verse number 2. He says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it what? So the issue is not about whether you have a vision. The issue is that is the vision plain? Is there clarity? He says, make it plain upon the tables. Why? So that they that read it may what? Run. Without clarity, your organization or your ministry becomes pointless and ineffective. Let it be plain. Many of you have vision. We are not going to doubt. Your business had a vision. Your organization, your ministry had a vision. Here's the challenge. Is it still clear to everybody? See, in leadership, it is possible to be uncertain. Or should I say, it is okay to be uncertain, but it is never okay to be unclear. Maybe you should write that down. These things I'm saying, they're very powerful. It is okay to be uncertain, but it is punishable to be unclear. You say, why? See, people will never follow ambiguity. People only follow clarity. There are many things you are writing today. Yes, sir. It is impossible for people to follow ambiguity. Fight for simplicity. And you know, this is so big. If you look at the civil service, this is the problem. Not only civil service church. I'm talking about growing organization. Because you may not know, you may think that because you are not growing, I need to do things to grow. Now, those things are fine. But now that you are growing, you can actually grow out of order. And the focus is that you become what? Ineffective. Can I explain? Speed does not equal effectiveness. Yes, sir. Speed does not mean that you are effective. It is direction that determines effectiveness, not speed. In fact, direction beats speed. Clarity beats certainty. Did you hear me? Yes, sir. I may be uncertain about the future. I may be uncertain about the plans, but I cannot afford to be unclear as to where I'm going. Maybe you should write it down. Progress is not speed. Progress is speed in the right direction. Explain. If I'm going to Port Harcourt, Warri, Port Harcourt, and I head up for Ugbowo. I live in Benin, so I'm preaching this from Benin. And I head towards Ugbowo, going to, what's the next place? Ore. And you say, where are you going to, Pastor? I say, I'm going to Port Harcourt, or what? Is that the right way? I may be gaining time, avoiding all the potholes. Are you with me? Speed. But if that's not the direction to my destination, I am gaining time, but I am not going to arrive at my destination. So in life, progress is not speed. Progress is speed in the right direction. So what I'm saying is that if you have to choose between speed and direction, choose direction. Direction beats speed all the time. You are blaming the choir. You are blaming the usher. You are blaming your sales girl. You are blaming your pastors. You are blaming your marketing officer. You are blaming your staff. The question is, Genesis 14:14. Abraham armed the strange servant. Sir, don't blame them if you have not trained them. He says, so Pastor, how do we resolve it? Very easy. Fight for clarity. What is it? What is the win? What is the win? I mean WIN. That's the biggest question you need to fight to clarify. When I say fight for clarity, you will have to wrestle that down. You will have to fight. These things are not easy. Listen, leadership is not easy. I can tell you for free, leadership is hard work. You got to wrestle all night and day. What is the win? For example, Arsenal, what's the win? Win, Brentford. A win is better than a draw. But you can collect a draw if you don't win. But you see, in football now, let me tell you why I came this route. In football, for those of you who are football enthusiasts, you will know that 3-1 is different from 2-0. No, you didn't get it. Yes, if you play football, you know. Yes, if you are using go for and against, hope you know. 3-1, is it not 2? 2-0, is it not 2? But in football mathematics, 3-1 is different from 2-0. So a coach says, I'm not telling us to score 2. I mean, they should not score. You get 2-0. You may say, but we won 3-1 now. Is it not 2? 3-1 is not equal to 2-0. Football enthusiasts, am I right on that? That's what I'm saying. Clarity. You hold this guy. If he score, I break your head. Like you used to say in Nigeria, miss the ball, but don't miss the man. Oh, yeah. But don't miss the man. Because that guy. And you notice, whether you like it or not, those things, coaches tell them. You will collect red card, but no wala. But that guy, I'd rather lose you and break your leg around 70 minutes. Because it is when the match is ending, that's when the spirit comes live in that boy. Now, clarity. What is the win? You can't just say, go and play and win. No. Is it 2-0, sir? Or is it 3-1? I use that to explain. You are blaming them. Did you tell them the direction? What is the expectation? That's why I say clarify the win. What is the win for a Sunday service? What is the win for going to do this program? I can tell you, you see this Saturday Leadership Summit with all these thousands of people you see gathered here and in the overflow. The win is clear. And my guys know I've told them, this is the win for your team. This is the win for your team. I was talking to one of the directors. I said, thank you for the many things you have done. But never forget, this is your win. If all others don't go well, but you get this right, you have passed. See, in leadership, assumption is the lowest form of thinking. You assume they know. That's why I say, if you don't train them, don't blame them. Did you clarify the win? You appointed her as choir mistress. Did you tell her what the win is? What is the win for the usher? What is the win for a service? After a service is done, what is the win? You have to be clear. I have my win for SLS, and I've told you. Somebody was blaming his security man for intimidating a guest at his gate. So when the guest came in and said, your security man was just harassing me at the gate. So he came out and he was screaming, don't you have sense? Don't you know? Shouldn't you have known that you should have done this? The guest now smiled and said, sir, with due respect, if he knew better, he won't be a security man. What she's indirectly telling Oga, did you train him? See, madam, you are in your office, second floor with AC. The devil driving or chasing your customers is that sales gear you put that you didn't train. You open the shop and put her, pay her money, and you are in one place. In the evening you come, did they buy something today? Seriously. Assumption is the lowest form of thinking. You say, Pastor, you mean we should clarify what? Everything. No ambiguity, because I told you, people only follow clarity. They can't follow ambiguity. So the first thing you want to do if you want to be effective as a leader is that you must tell us the direction. Can I shock you? Direction is more important than plan. Many of us are planning without a direction. Wrong. It is when you decide a destination, that's when you design a roadmap. Decide a direction before you design a roadmap. When you decide your destination before you what? Design the roadmap. What is the win? It's not probably a physical location. The win can be an experience. I just use SLS now. Now, we have different wins in different areas, different units, different teams. But you see, generally, what's the win? It has to be clear. And can I tell you something? In leadership, you have to communicate, and over-communicate. Don't say, I said it last week. That's why in the Bible, you will hear Jesus says, and again I say unto you. And again. Why? Write this down. Repetition is the secret behind deep and lasting impression. Ask any teacher. Repetition is the secret behind deep and lasting impression. For those of you who are members of Miracle Assembly, you know, I teach in series. Hope you know that. I don't teach standalone messages. Why? Same story, 4 authors, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Jesus was conceived, he was born, he grew, he died, he rose again. Matthew, how you see her? Luke, tell me. Mark, John, same story, 4. You, every Sunday, you are jumping from one message to another. The first one is not clear. That's why there's confusion. See, if there is if there is a haze on the pulpit, I guarantee there will be a fog in the pews. I never preach a message, God is my weakness. I never step out until I'm clear what the win is. Everything must have a win. You are doing convention. Why? What's the win? What's the win for the women fellowship? What's the win? That is why, let me tell you the implication of that. You must have raw clarity for everybody, or you will have raw confusion. If raw confusion is left unfixed, raw confusion will soon become raw conflict, and raw conflict stunts growth. Let me say it again. You must have raw clarity. Who does what? When? Where? You must have raw clarity, or you will have raw confusion. If raw confusion is left unfixed by the leader, it will soon become raw conflict. And raw conflict will what? Stunt or kill growth. That's why I say fight for clarity and simplicity. Number 2, focus on your assignment. We are dealing today on effective leadership in whatever sphere of influence you're in. Focus on what? Your assignment. Matthew chapter 6 verse 22. He says the light of the body is the eye. If therefore your eye be single, he says your body will be full of light. What he's saying is that once you are focused, you will generate success. The light of success only shines on those who have single vision. See, you fail in life for the lack of vision. But hear me too. You also fail because of the presence of many visions. Yes, sir. If Satan wants to ruin people, he ruins them because there's a lack of vision. But he ruins leaders more by giving them extra. If you pursue after 2 rabbits, you won't catch any. Focus is what creates impact. Say that with me. Focus creates impact. Or say it loud and clear. Say focus creates impact. Say it again. Say focus creates. The reason many ministries and organizations are not impactful is because they are expending precious energies in the wrong direction. We call that sideways energy. Gravitational force is pulling them sideways. You will never be impactful if you give yourself to too many sideways energy. Focus. Look at my hands. Look at me. Focus. All the enemy needs, get a bunch of broom together. Bend it. Will you break any? Take them in isolation. You will break all of them. Focus. That's why Satan fights the focus of the leader and the focus in the group. You will be shocked. Part of the reason why many of us, and can I shock you? See, I like football, not because it's just an entertaining sport. Football is the only thing that has taught me leadership in sport. Yes, sir. Because everything for me, I look at it through the prism or the lenses of leadership. The problem most times, especially with Nigeria, is that NFF will give them a different vision. The coach will have a different vision. Some of the big boys in the club will have a different vision. So when there's confusion, you can't win. Minister of Sport had a different vision. So why will you go to Olympics and win? What is the vision? What is the win? Let's come to you now. In your church, in your business, what's the win? Are you focused? Sir, deal ruthlessly with distractions. If you want to be effective, deal ruthlessly with distractions. You know why? Distraction is the enemy of distinction. Maybe you should also write that down. I told you there's so many things to write today. Distraction is the enemy of distinction. You cannot be effective when you are distracted. Focus on your assignment. In Nehemiah chapter 6, if you read from verses 2 to 3, Nehemiah was building a wall, and this evil men, Sanballat and Geshem, set it upon themselves to say to Nehemiah, come, let us meet and greet in some place in the village, in the plain of Ono. But they thought to doing what? They thought to doing mischief. They tried to derail his destiny. They tried to frustrate his ministry. Look at what he said, verse 3. And I sent messengers unto them saying, I am doing a great work, so I cannot come down. Focus on your assignment. Distraction is the enemy. You see this response Nehemiah gave? Is it? I'm doing a great work. I cannot come down. In other words, I refuse to be what? Distracted. Sir, you will never maximize your effectiveness as a leader by responding to other people's priorities. Yes, sir. See, one thing I found out in leadership, I'm talking about high leaders now. As your organization begin to rise, What did I say? You win with your nose, not with your yeses. Did I tell you that? Good. I teach my guys at directorate level. I said, when you are asked for permission, the first thing that you should say is no. They are here. They'll tell you. That's how I train my guys. In organization and corporate leadership, you are trained. As you go higher, that's why if you go to the embassy, they are trained to say no before they say yes. So the rate of refusal of visa is more. You have to give them a reason to give you the visa, because they've been told to leave their home that morning to say no to all of you. After all, they've collected your visa fees and it's not refundable anyway. So if you give them any reason to affirm their no, you were born 10th March and they wrote 10th May. And they say, but the date of birth is wrong. He said, no, it was a mistake. You could just pull leg for them. I don't catch this. I'm telling you. That's why I tell people, make sure your company are correct. Unless for mercy and miracle, they will say, go and bring this one. Some people, they say, go bring. It is bye-bye, come next year. You can apply again. You know what they say? They're quick to say, no, that's okay. You can apply again because your money, OT, law. That is how they are trained. When you are top, not executive, you win with your nose because you will never maximize your effectiveness by responding to other people's priorities. Leaders, if you are not focused on your assignment, there are too many people that will take you away. In fact, Songs of Solomon chapter 1 verse 6, he says, do not look upon me because I'm black. The sun has beaten badly upon me. Why? My life is like this. He says the reason is because my mother's children were angry with me. Why? What did they do? So they made me keepers of their own vineyards. But my own vineyard have I not kept. Who give you work? Distraction is the enemy of distinction. Deal ruthlessly with distractions. You know what I found out? A lot of people are going nowhere. Please, don't let them take you along. A lot of people are going nowhere. Please, don't let them take you along with them. People are placing a demand on your time. For me, that's your most precious commodity. They don't get work, so they think they should come to your office on Monday by 10 without appointment and expect you to sit with them for 2 hours. You know why I don't blame them? It is you. Because if you have value for what I'm teaching for your time, you will say no. No is a 2-letter word. No. It's not hard. It's N-O. It's not confusing. Because if you are attending, giving attention to other people's priorities, do you know how funny it is? This is a man in church who sat before you. Some self didn't even sit. They won't show up in the marriage counseling program. They won't show up in the single seminar. Now they have problems. They want to sit with you for 6 hours. OTO, you refer him to the message, part 1 to 10. That's how you solve it. You have a book. You see that book? You, your wife, read. 2 weeks time, come. I ask question whether they read it. Yeah, thank you. See, people don't realize they are going nowhere. They want to take you along. Somebody shout, I refuse. Haven't you seen people whose friends have taken to untimely death? I don't blame the friends. It is you that responded. What did Nehemiah say? I am doing a great work. I can't be distracted. Tap your neighbor, say, stay focused. Oh, stay focused. And you know what focus does? Focus also helps you manage your resources well. Once you define the win, you now know that anything that does not fulfill the win, resources will not be allocated to it. Why I'm telling you to stay focused, it helps you allocate your resources and manage your resources well. Number 3, you want to be effective as a leader? Avoid approval addiction. What did I say? Avoid approval addiction. Avoid approval addiction. Let me explain. In John chapter 7, verse 2, St. John's Gospel chapter 7, verse number 2. You know, this is beautiful about Jesus. He said, now the Jews Feast of Tabernacles was at hand. Follow the story. His brethren, therefore said unto Jesus, depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. Come on now. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh not to be known, or he wants to be known openly. If thou do these things, come on, what? Show thyself to the world. Look at Jesus' response. Okay, they continue. He says, for neither did his brethren believe in him. Next verse. Then Jesus said unto them, my time. What a man. My time is not yet what? Come. But your time is already here. Next. Then Jesus said unto them, the world cannot hate you, but me, the world hates. In other words, I couldn't care less what they think, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are what? Evil. Verse 8. Go ye up unto this feast. I go no up yet unto the feast, for my time is not yet. Write this down. You can't be effective if you are a people pleaser. You can't be an effective leader if you are a people pleaser. Should I say it again? You can't be effective if you are a people pleaser. I'm not saying to be snobbish. I'm not saying to be, belligerent. No. I'm just saying that avoid approval addiction. You see the temptation of these guys. They were his brethren. They were trying to make Jesus have a sense of security by the applause and the approval of people. Jesus simply said to them, that time will come. All men will praise me, but it's not yet time. If you drill deeper, this was the temptation Jesus had. In Matthew chapter 3, if you read verses 16 to 17, during his baptism, the heavens opened and God bellowed from the heavens, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Is that not what he said? Chapter 4, verses 1, 2, and 3. He went into the wilderness as led by the Satan to be tempted. The first temptation was, if thou be the Son of Man, turn this stone to become bread. What Satan was trying to do to Jesus was for Jesus to seek approval by performance. Sir, this is a temptation for you as a leader. Deal with your personal insecurities. Unfortunately, many leaders are very insecure. Deal with your insecurities. See, how do you do that? Don't let criticism get to your heart. And don't let praise get to your head. Write that down. Yes, sir. Don't let criticism get to your heart. It will poison your heart. You become bitter. And that can ruin your leadership. Number 2, don't let praise get to your head so you don't get swollen-headed. These 2 things are what I call Satan's assassins. Criticism and praise. You can see through. That's why when I turn on social media sometimes, some people, the question is, who hurts this guy? Some people have what we call trauma. They have not been healed of. Some ladies have trauma they carried into their marriage. That is why if you don't deal with your evil past, you smuggle it into your future. And if you smuggle your evil past into your future, it will poison your future. You've got to deal with your insecurities, your trauma. Many things people call demon today are the results of trauma from childhood. I wish pastors were immune to it. I wish businessmen or leaders or politicians were immune to it. I would have told you. But it's true. So when I see people's behaviors, I can tell you. And trauma always have drama. Traumatic people are always dramatic people. If you are married to one, you will know. You are not the problem, ma. You are not the problem, sir. Now for Lucon. You know where I'm telling you. Bishop Jakes wrote a book, and in a chapter he wrote, there are junks in your trunk. Oh yes. too many people have junks in their trunk. If I open your trunk now, your boot, you will see so many things inside, and you smuggle it into your marriage. So unclutter, clean up. In this case, it was a case of insecurity. The devil wanted Jesus to validate if he was the Son of God by performing. You don't need to perform anything to prove. You will see people doing things, trying to prove. So he's doing this, I too will do it. It's insecurity. Yes. It leads to unnecessary competition. Are you with me? That's it. Unnecessary competition. Stay in your lane, because if you find your place, you locate your grace. You become ineffective. The security of your organization is rooted in your alignment to divine direction. The security of your organization is rooted in your alignment to divine direction. In other words, your organization will be safe, sound, and secure, sir. Ha! If you know what God called you to do, Paul says, I am not disobedient to the heavenly calling. No matter the talk, the criticism, or the praise, just do what God calls you to do. You say, Pastor, what is the implication of not doing it? David said in Psalm 119, verse 67. I think I'm correct. Psalm 119, verse 67. He says, before I was afflicted, I went astray. You know what that means? Anytime Satan attacks you, it's because you have veered off your track. Divine direction is the secret of supernatural protection. Divine direction is the secret of supernatural protection. And let me also add this. Divine direction is the breakfast of champions. Deal with approval addiction. And it's a result of insecurity. Maybe you never were showed love or kindness. Maybe you were vilified, abused, bastardized growing up. I'll tell you the truth, much of what you call demon, I wish pastors can understand this, it's not demon, people are dealing with age-old trauma. I'm telling you what I found out, you will cast out the demon, the person will behave like that again. You settle quarrel. Sir, before you marry her, identify the trauma. But you, sir, before you marry, identify your trauma. Some men are rich and very stingy to their wives. You know why? Poverty has bastardized them, so they are afraid to be poor. So they hold to everything. They are so stingy, even to themselves. The guy is dealing with trauma. He's so rich but stingy to himself. She has been through a lot of disappointments, so she can't trust any guy. The guy just says hello. He said, "Not them, this. They don't come again." The guy is innocent. Some marriages, some men are suffering for what they didn't know anything about. The woman has been battered and bruised, like that woman in John chapter 5. 5 men. So when Jesus came, she looked at Jesus suspiciously. But when Jesus finished touching a part that no man could touch, all the other men touched her body, Jesus touched her heart. The first thing she said is, "Come and see a man, not all these other yeyeshus men that were after my body." You called her harlot. Jesus said, "No, this woman is looking for something, but unfortunately she was looking for it in men. The only thing you are looking for is in God." So he says, this water that you are looking for, if you drink it, you will look for another one, another guy. But if I give you this one, you will not test again. Pastor, did you catch that revelation? That's what he's saying. So the first statement, she came, and when she ran to the cities, come and see a man. She had trauma, married that woman. So you may blame the second, third man. No, see, trauma, I can do a series on it. Some people are so traumatized in their youth. They didn't have toys. They didn't have baby stuff. So when they give birth to children, they will keep buying toys for them. Yes. Some people never had good shoes. You didn't know. That's why she's buying shoes. Go to her closet. You see her buying shoes. She will say, "Yes, I love shoes." No, she's hiding an old trauma. How can I shock you? It's not a demon. It takes time. I know I'm speaking to somebody. Receive your liberty today through this teaching. But you need to identify it. So let's come back to leaders. You see, there are many leaders who have this trauma, this fear of always losing. So if you have a fear of losing, you will always hold tight to things. So they call them sit-tight leaders. They manipulate constitution, manipulate everything just to be there. Because they can't stand losing. Our present president said something I will never forget. He says, if you cannot stand the pain of defeat, then you don't deserve the honor of victory. Powerful statement. In politics, you need to stand the pain of defeat. You lost your word, you lost your state. Yes, sir. Is it painful? Because if you cannot swim out of the shores of your evil past, you can't sail far in life. I'm quoting Papa Mobudi. That's what he said, and I agree. Trauma. Before you dismiss people's trauma, have empathy. Insecurities. And it's so painful. So you see the pastor is holding tight on the microphone. Because if anybody collect the mic, they will steal his members. You know, he has a trauma. Don't blame him. He's been close to people so much that he has seen people snatch senior pastors' microphone. Are you understand what I'm saying, pastors? Leaders. I'm not telling you to be reckless with your pulpit. I'm just saying that thing that is, as I'm speaking, I know the Holy Ghost is convicting you. He's showing you. Insecurities. Deal with it. Or else you will not be effective as a leader. Number 4. Be strong on delegation. What did I say? Be strong on delegation. You want to be effective as a leader? Be strong on delegation. Exodus chapter 18. I'm sure you know the story. If you read from verses, is it 18 down to 20 something? Anyway, Jethro saw the son-in-law Moses just sitting from morning till night, counseling, talking to people. And Jethro came and like, come on, man. I didn't give you my daughter to make her a widow. What's the matter with you, Moses? Moses says, sir, God called me to lead this. He says, I know. But can I give you an advice? He says, yes, Papa. What is it? He says, delegate. See, delegation is not abdication. Maybe you should write that down. Delegation is not abdication. Delegation is not so dumping. If you come for Millie, there's a course I'll teach. It's called Delegation Strategies. I'll teach you that. So I can't teach everything here. It's a whole course. You see, the role of a leader is not to possess all the gifts. The role of the leader is to help people discover their gifts and talents for the development of the organization. Because if you don't know your role as the leader, this is effective leadership we are teaching. You will think that you should do everything. See, if you are a leader who do not delegate, you become a micromanager. Micromanagement in leadership is only sweet to the micromanager, not to the micromanaged. I can tell you that for free. In fact, let me give you this as an aside. High impact people hate to be micromanaged. It makes them feel as if they are stupid. Because micromanagement is only good to the micromanager, not to the micromanaged. So what should you do? Delegate. You say, what should you delegate? 2 things. Delegate task and delegate authority. Delegate responsibility and delegate authority. What did I say? Delegate responsibility and delegate what? Authority. You know why? If you delegate responsibility alone without delegating authority, you know what you have created? You have created a lame duck leader or person. But if you delegate authority alone without delegating responsibility, you have created a dictator, a tyrant. So delegation is a combination of responsibility and what? When you give them responsibility, give them the adequate, requisite authority to back it up. You can't make him the head of the team and he does not have the power to hire and fire. Give me a break. They need to approve something. They will call you first on the phone in California. Nothing gets done except you do it. You know why? You are the only one that know how to do it best. Sir, if you are like that, you are an ineffective leader. Because very soon, like Jethro said to Moses, you will soon die. And when you die, you see this thing about holding everything to yourself. You get everything you can, lock it up in the can, and you sit on the can. The day you are out. Because we hate delegation. You know where it's coming from? It comes from this other point I raised, insecurity. Delegate. That you are a foreman doesn't mean you should do the work of 4 men. D.L. Moody said, I'd rather put 10 men to work than do the work of 10 men. It's true. As you rise higher, remember I said, the secret of effectiveness is what? Elimination. You keep removing things from your plate. You don't add things to your plate. Many of you, as you go higher, you keep adding things. The secret of effectiveness is elimination. The higher you go, the less you do. Delegation. But remember I told you delegation is not abdication. It's not dumping. Leaders are brokers of gifts. See, can you imagine me trying to play the guitar? You see the way these our guys were playing the guitar? I'll make a fool of myself. I don't know any strings on the guitar. But I have somebody who plays it, and I can dance to it. Honor and respect him. Many, with due respect, many of you cannot communicate. Get somebody to communicate. See, can I tell you the truth? This is the leadership summit. It is better to make mistakes in secret, but it is a lack of leadership skills to advertise your mistakes in public. Yes, you are putting your mistakes on public view. Let me tell you the implication. People will not forget. And you don't have a second opportunity to create a better first impression. Because we live in a world of perception. Perception is not reality, but people's perception of you is their reality. Always put your best foot forward. That's why they created Instagram. You will see she go pose. You know why she doesn't pose with her side? And that side fine. Tell her to turn, a lie. It's strategic leadership, I'm telling you. Now you can join the choir and say, this is choir. They've never given mic to solo. Solo, who is your name, solo? And you know, amongst them, there are some certain genre of songs some people can sing. So you should know your area. Be comfortable in your skin. If you ask me to do something I can't, it doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are strategic. And let me tell you why I'm stressing this. It will make you appreciate. You see this thing we are doing, For those who know me, know there is no pastor I don't honor and respect. God is not stupid to give you the vision for the whole world. There are some people you can reach. And there are some people you can't reach. You must tailor your organization and ministry to asking, whom am I sent to? What are their preferences? Am I equipped to reach them? See, no matter how much I script, some people will not attend this meeting. There are some people you invited. And what are they doing there? Don't blame them. They don't have value for it. They are not wrong. Doesn't make you right. It just shows that we're on different wavelengths. There are many pastors, some are prophets, apostles, evangelists, teachers. If you are a teacher, don't attack prophets. We need prophetic ministry. Can I hear an amen? Oh no, I respect them. You see, I brought different ministers because we have multiple graces. You can't become the repository of all graces. Bros, humble yourself. All these our ministries, everything. You are lying. God is too smart. Jesus could have said, I'm the only one. He chose 12 men, my God, before he started, to let you know, even this work, I need people. This one that you are the only one that knows how to do everything is why you are ineffective. And here, the role of the leader is not to possess all the gifts, but to help people discover their gifts and talents for the development of the organization. Leaders are brokers of gifts. Say that with me. Leaders are brokers of gifts. So now you have stock brokers. Leaders are gift brokers. Amen. You know what they do? They identify gifts and help shine, hone, polish, and reveal them. That's your job if you want to be effective as a leader. So how do you approach it as we wind down? Make a list of what you do weekly. Make a list, sir, ma, of everything you do weekly. Number 2. Ask what only you can do. Ask what others can do. And what you can't do at all. 3 questions you must ask. Now that you have made a list of everything I didn't say monthly, so that you can conceptualize it. I'm giving you the practicality of this thing now, so watch this now. Make a list of everything you can do or you do every week in your organization, in your leadership space, Then ask these 3 questions. What are the things that only me can do? The things you alone can do. Number 2, what are the things that others can do? Then number 3, what are the things that you can't do at all? Having asked these questions, here's now the solution. Are you ready? Delegate what others can do to them and forget about what you can't do at all. Forget it. I didn't say struggle to do it. No. As you rise higher, I'm sure you are following this teaching. The secret to effectiveness is what? Elimination. But you know what many of you are doing? As you are getting bigger, you are adding more. That's why, sir, you are ineffective. That's why you are ineffective, man. You can say, staff, listen. This category of customers are the ones I should address and deal with. We call them high-income customers. Are you pastors? It's the same thing. Galatians 2:2. Paul says, while I pastor generally everybody, there are some special people I pastor privately. Madam, there are some customers only you should attend to, not your sales guy. They are high-performing, high-impact customers. Get the names of them. When you see them buy and they give you the list, then you take their phone numbers. You call them. Hello, ma. Thank you for shopping with us today. Oh, my name is so-and-so. I'm the owner of the shop. You say, hope you were treated nicely. Say, yeah, madam, but the price be there. It's okay, not to worry. When next you come, I'll give you a discount. You see, I've given you a bit, right? Then you now come. If you need anything, please, whether I'm in shop or not, just call me. Here's my number. You know what I've done? I've appreciated you, and I've also baited you to come back to buy. So if my girl will not listen, even if I'm in my office, you can call me, I will respond. Saligate. There are things you can't do. Don't struggle. See, that you are a consultant in pediatrics doesn't mean you are a consultant in gynecology. Humble yourself. You say, we thief my member. Do you even have member before? I beg. Somebody needs to buy something and you don't have it. Recommend them to those who sell it. Before you say no, you want to now force them to buy what you sell. You will soon know there's a phrase we call buyer's remorse. He bought what he didn't want, but when he got home, he said, I did not like the shoe. She just forced me. I know they go that shop again. Yes. I'm telling you what is helping us. Sometimes I come to our church, I say, I appreciate that Miracle Assembly is a great church, but there are some people that cannot stay in this church. We are not designed for you. But any church you feel like going that, be there. My leaders have told me, where's so-and-so person? They say she left Miracle Assembly. What church should they go to? I hope they've not backed. They say, no, they are going to that church. I say, as long as they are not out of Christ, that's fine. Maybe we have served them to a point. We cannot serve them beyond there. See, if you are comfortable in your skin, you won't have problems. All this while you say you leave, Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire not do nothing. Stop cursing people. Delegate what you can't do so that you can have time for what you can do. Sir, even in football, now you see I brought it again. When free kick is close to the 18 and David Beckham is in that field, hope you know everybody leaves him. That's why they say bend it like Beckham. He perfected that. Or Lionel Messi at his leg. Even 3 defenders can't hold him. Kayaba. Because that boy is dangerous. Because they know their area. You delegate this thing. So what I'm trying to say, which one are you giving? Start uncutting, start simplifying, start removing things from your plate. So that you will say like Paul, this one thing. That's right. It's one thing. It's one thing I do. Thank you. Don't be a genius in your weakness. Don't be a genius in your weakness. It's a recipe for ineffective leadership. Because strength in the wrong place is weakness. Strength in the wrong place is weakness. Your effectiveness as a leader is in your ability to move people into their God-ordained destinies. Step away. Say, guy, this is what God has called you. My duty is to be your coach, to help you, move you there, encourage you. That's why I say leaders are brokers of gifts. Some people are so gifted they don't know. It takes a leader to spot it and say, you, here. That's what coaches do, right? You know, you can get to a team. Again, I brought football. You see why football teaches me leadership? You can come to a football club and say you are a midfielder. After a while, the coach will say, no, you placed you right full back. Hope you have seen some people like that. So he moved them. There was a Mikel Obi that went to Chelsea. Now you see, I understand this thing. He used to play a particular wing in Nigeria, number 10, right? But when he went to Chelsea, was it not Mourinho? He brought him to a defensive midfielder and changed his career. Sometimes you do not know what you possess. You need somebody to just help you. The leader is that helper, that push. He has identified it. Now, it's not against their will, because you are not doing it for your own selfish aggrandizement and purpose. You are doing it because you know. Final scriptures. Even in children or parenting, this is the rule. Proverbs says, train up a child in the way that he should go. When he's old, he will not depart. Parenting 101, listen. Train up a child in the way that he should go. Not in the way that you want the child to go. So the duty of parents as leaders in the home is this. You don't determine the destiny of a child. You discover by revelation, create a curriculum to fit with that discovery. I want to be a medical doctor. I know I'm digressing, strolling in and out of different corridors, but I'm heading in the same direction. Watch this now. Leave that thing on the screen. I'm going to be a surgeon after 6 years. So now that I know it's medicine and surgery, I created curriculum, a program to guide you. Because in 6 years, when you sit under my tutelage, you will appear as what? A surgeon, a doctor. Parents, train up a child in the way God originally designed the child to go. Your duty is not to make your child a doctor, because that was your own personal ambition you could not fulfill. So you skill the destiny of your son who wants to sing. Because in your mind, singing is useless. Now you know singing is, I wish I could sing. When we were playing football, they were beating us. If only they allowed me, I would have been better than Messi. Are you seeing it now? Now most parents take their kids to football academy. I mean, it happens a lot abroad. Should. The child is good in talking. You say you too talk. That's her genius. She wants to be a lawyer, a communicator. You say no, you must do engineering. Because you wanted to do engineering and your brain not carry maths, calculus, and physics. So the boy keeps failing. Daddy, I don't know. So you must know. Come to Pastor Jeff. Pastor, lay hands. I can lay hands and lay legs on your son. He will not work because he's not wired. I said that to say, as leaders, don't force people. Don't ruin their destiny by conforming them to your own image. No. Identify what God called them to be and do. Your job is to what? Guide. Now create a curriculum to help them. In Parenting 101, hear me. You don't train a path for the child. You train the child for the path. Oh, come on. Every path leads somewhere. It's a simple parenting principle. You don't train or raise the path for the child. No, train the child that whatever path the child meets, he has what it takes to navigate. Because life will throw you some curveballs, I can tell you, that you may not know. So delegate. Can we go over them one again? Number one, fight for what? For clarity. Because clarity beats certainty. Direction beats speed. Number two, what did I say? Focus on your assignment. I said focus creates what? Impact. Deal ruthlessly with distractions. I said distraction is the enemy of distinction. Number three, what did I say? Avoid approval addiction. Now you cannot be effective if you are a people pleaser. You cannot be effective if you are a people pleaser. Just do what God calls you to do. Some people may not like you, but not to worry. Just please God, amen? Pleasing God is better than pleasing men. Because at the end of the day, it is God that will be your ultimate reward. So I say you should deal with your insecurities and handle your trauma. Seek for healing, inner healing. Find a way to navigate your way. Stop smuggling your evil past to poison your future. Deal with it. If your assistant pastor can preach better, let him have the mic to preach better. You are an administrator, handle it. Can I talk to some men who are married to women who are pastors, who will become general overseers? I feel pain saying this. Most Africans, it's not only about Africa, stifle the ministry of female preachers. That's why you have very few female general overseers today. You know why? She's a young lady called into ministry and she's wanting to do ministry. She marries a guy who he has never heard God's echo, not talking about voice. All of a sudden, he said, God has called me. I'm not the new Jew. Now puts the wife behind. And he comes, open to the book of Moses chapter 3. Say, sorry. Somebody will now whisper, Daddy, it's not Moses. Say, hey, not be Moses right now. Okay, Exodus. You see Joyce Meyer? Great woman of God I respect. She has a husband called Dave that we don't talk about. That's the backbone of that ministry. I'm preaching because there are many ladies who came for SLS whom God has positioned. They only unfortunately have married insecure men. You too, woman. He said, God call you. You won't cook for your husband. You won't go to the other room with your husband. Or the other room. The other room. That's not how the man said it. The other room. Be there. When they collect your husband, you say Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost, no fire, nothing. Did I balance the teaching now? Yeah, I'm a leader. I know how to balance things. Many of you put pressure on your children. Say it's a pastor's child, they should behave like this. Don't allow anybody put undue pressure on your children as a pastor. When they are children, they can misbehave. But when they are old, they will fall in line. Train up a child in the way he should go. You train children. It's better to train a child than to repair an adult. But if you put the seed in the child, even if he head bend like this, after the while, it goes straight. I can tell you that for free. I think God is healing somebody. Don't lose heart over your son or daughter who is misbehaving. The seed you planted in that child in Sunday school will guide him. Somebody just got a prophetic word. Don't feel like a failure if your kids are not doing right. I don't have time, but I can tell you of great men of God whom Satan has attacked their children. One of them is Dr. T.D. Jakes. His daughter at 15 got pregnant, Sarah. It was like a shame. Today, that lady is the one handling the potter's house and doing global work. Do not let your mistakes mock your miracles. Now, what am I saying? I'm not saying leave them to misbehave. I'm saying don't let people legislate rules for your family. Mommy, how can she just wear trainers? Mommy, see, she just color her hair. What's your business? You keep fighting her. Now you have crisis because you want to please the people who will soon leave you. I'm talking to pastors. Not only pastors, you leaders. You hang out with boys in the night. You come up 2 a.m. every day. And kids are sleeping. You leave early in the morning. Or you are sleeping when your kids leave for school. When they come back from school, you are not at home. They are already sleeping when you come back. You are not a father, sir, even if you pay their school fees. Sir, there are many there are few child years, but many adult years. There are many adult years. The few time you have with your kids, pretty much when they are 14, 15, if you lose them, you have lost them. When they go to university, hope you know, that relationship is not there anymore. And this thing breaks my heart when I see so many fathers who push their children to their mother because you pay school fees and pay house rent. Sir, with due respect, God brought you here to heal you. You are not doing well. When those kids are old, you know what they're going to be doing to you? When you are now old, they'll call you on the phone. Hi, Daddy. Yeah, my son, I've not seen you last week. I don't know what, Daddy, I'm coming. I've sent you money. You know what they are doing to you? That's what you were doing to them when they were young. You communicated affection by sending money. Shawarma, ice cream. So when you are old, it's not shawarma you need. They send you money. Or they say, I've called the nanny to come and take care of you. Your daughter does not want to come home. Women, same thing with you. You are too busy looking for money. You don't have the relationship with your daughter. She's 13, 14, 15. Nobody's guiding her, has to say yes, how to navigate her way through. You they find money too much, madam. Now you are old. You say, oh, Sadeba in London is not even coming to see me. She sends me £100 every month. She can come. You know why? No relationship. When you get older, you will soon know that relationship is more important than money. I don't know how I came here into this part of this message, but I think God is healing us.